Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Speed Build Thursday. So for this video, I only really have two topics to talk to you guys about, but one of them is pretty long, and I completely cut it out what I was talking about in my New Crest Legacy Challenge. I completely cut it all out because I wanted to talk to you guys about it on here. So basically, I'm talking to you guys about my experience at Fan Expo this past weekend. Fan Expo, I believe, is either one of Canada's largest conventions, or it is Canada's largest conventions. I think there's another one that competes with it, but that's strictly anime, so I think this is an everything convention that's pretty huge. Anyway, over the past weekend, or Saturday, yeah, you guys are watching this on Thursday, I'm recording this on Monday, yeah. So it was just a few days ago for me, but I was at Fan Expo this past weekend, and I really enjoyed myself. I mean, I didn't do much, but I really enjoyed myself, and I think one of the things was that, you know, I was with my best friend, so it was her first time at a convention ever, and I think that's what just made it a lot more enjoyable, even though I'm in pain now. If you're not used to walking around in heels, don't walk around in heels. Like, make sure you get used to it before you decide to spend a whole day in heels. I'm just letting you guys know that, because it will kill your feet and cause blisters. I have a blister on my toe. It hurts. But anyway, so the main reason I wanted to go was the actor Anthony Head was there. He is best known for his role as Giles on Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Uther Pendragon on BBC's Merlin. And so I really wanted to meet him again. I got to meet him when I was really young, but I didn't really know who he was at the time. And now that I've watched the whole Buffy series, I don't know how many times now, I really appreciate his character. So I got to meet him again, and he is just the nicest person you can meet. He engages with the people. Like, it took us 2 hours to get his autograph, but that's because he was talking with every single person in line. And, you know, he didn't rush through it. He was talking with everyone, and I just found that was really nice to, you know, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain it, but apart from saying that, it was just really nice of him to take the time to talk to everyone, and it was enjoyable. It was very enjoyable, I think is what I'm trying to say. So, I definitely enjoyed that, and yeah, I was in line for 2 hours waiting to get his autograph. I think it was, we got in around 10:30, probably got into line around 11ish, so yeah, about 2 hours it took to get his autograph, but it was worth it. It was worth it. And then my sister also met Paige O'Hara. She was the original voice of Belle, I believe. And yeah, and then I met my favorite artist. She has a DeviantArt page as well as her own website, but her name is Destiny Blue, and I've seen her counting this year, I've seen her 4 years, but I actually have 5 pictures from her because last year I got 2. So I'm happy about that. And so it was funny because when I went to meet her, she had just stepped out. So I had to wait for her to come by, and there was a lot of people waiting for her at that point when she did come back, so I didn't get to do my normal chat with her because we talk like a lot every time, but you know, she was really sweet as always, so I was actually glad to see her because because she is on DeviantArt the past few years, she had said that if she would be going, and this year she hadn't said anything, so I figured she wasn't, and it turned out it was like a last minute decision to book a table and come visit, so I was just really glad she was there. She's a sweetheart. She is a giant sweetheart. You definitely need to check her out on DeviantArt. Destiny Blue, just as it sounds. And so what are we? How far are we? We're about halfway through the video shoot. And so, yeah, so me, Anthony Head, and Destiny Blue were the biggest parts of my day. And the rest of the day I really just spent wandering around or sitting because my feet were killing me. Or because, okay, they were playing music at one point and it was, the bass was just too heavy for me and I started to get a headache from it. But I was still wandering around and I was helping my sister find stuff for herself or her friends. And, oh, okay, so for the last few years, my sister and I have just gotten each other gifts at Fan Expo because it's just a lot easier. And so what we had done was, this year, we were just walking around with each other, and if we saw something, then we get it for each other. So, for my birthday this year, she got me Dipper's hat. I think I said this in the speed bill, but my sister got me Dipper's hat, Dipper from Gravity Falls. She got me his hat, and I wear it all the time now when I'm outside, or almost all the time now. And for her, I got her a Ryuk. I think it's Ryuk. I'm feeling like really bad because I believe it's Ryuk from Death Note. She had watched the Netflix movie, was not happy with it, so she started rewatching the anime. So yeah, that's what we got each other. And I also have my sister's, well, my sister would have already gotten it, but at this point I have her gift from my cousin in her bag. And speaking of my cousin, and you guys are watching this, I would have already moved in and gone to my first class for university. Like, I've been talking about this for months now. I know you're probably all annoyed with me, but I've, yeah, by the time you guys are watching this video, I will have moved in. And I would have gone to my first class, or not be in class or still. I actually have to look at my timetable again. Ooh. Okay. But yeah, I'm just really excited for school. And I actually, okay, so the thing about this build is I completely forgot I needed to do the speed build. So I was up and working on it. And then I finished packing and everything to put everything, take everything up to my cousin's place. So I did this build. I think it's about an hour and 12 minutes long, or it's an hour 21 minutes. One of the two. But so this build itself was an hour and, let's say 15. Let's even number, an hour 15 minutes long. And then as I was rendering it, I was starting to get dressed and packing things away, and then that's as far as I got. So I've just gotten home from setting up my dresser, setting up my computer that I got for my birthday, putting away the last of my clothes and putting away everything, making my bed and whatnot. So doing all that, and of course just hanging out with my cousin because, you know, I'm there and I don't want to just, like, you know, be only popping in to be putting stuff there, though recently that is the only reason why. But so we sorry, Jacqueline. Oh, that sounded so bad. I have to apologize to her. So I've been, so that took, I think it took about, we spent about 3 hours there. No, I would say more along 2 hours. We spent, yeah, you know what, I'd say about 2.5 hours we were up there. And, yeah, just enjoying ourselves, and I'm officially moving in on the Wednesday, so yesterday to you guys watching it, I would have officially moved in, but for me it's in 2 days from now, and the reason is because it's Monday for me, and then Tuesday is my sister's birthday, so I want to spend the day with her. So when I'm moving in Wednesday, and the thing is that I won't be back and forth because I have to go to the school to get my student ID, which I haven't gotten. I kept meaning to go over the summer, and I kept forgetting, so I completely forgot to get my photo ID. So I have to do that. And then I'm actually going back home after that, so that when my dad gets home from work, all of us can go out and I can say all my goodbyes and whatnot to them before I start living in with my cousin. And oh god, I've kind of done everything. I've done everything a little bit early. I was trying to, oh my god, I put a car in. I forgot I put a car in. I was like trying to make sure it was the right size, and it's just, oh my god. That car, oh. I did make it smaller than I did before. Okay. But yeah, so moving in with my cousin this week, or I will have moved in by the time you guys are watching this. And that's another thing. By the time, by this time next week, I'm actually going to be doing all my speed builds there and everything. And I'm already talked to my cousin, so she might be making more of an appearance in my upcoming videos. So do stay tuned for that. But yeah, that's my life, and I'm hoping to have some really good stories for you guys afterwards, because I honestly have like next to nothing to talk to sometimes. But is this finishing up? I think I'm putting that in, then I'm going to put the flowers in, and then my video is done. So I'm going to end it off here, guys. I really hope you guys have all enjoyed this speed build. If you have, please hit that like button, comment, and share. And if you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button and notification button to stay up to date with all the videos I post. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye! I do have Snapchat and Instagram if you guys want to follow me on that.